Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques!
Oh,
Jacques!
oh. Hey, special edition. We still playing football in January.
Yes, sir, we are.
This is amazing. We haven't done this in, 20 years?
Yeah, man, it's been a while since
we've gone this far, 2002.
Yep.
And it feels good to be back, but it's surreal, too.
It is, man.
Like I said, it's one game at a time, bro.
It is.
One game at a time. And they've been doing that on the road.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Impressive, man.
That's impressive.
Remember Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors?
Yes.
That's what these jokers are right now, man.
It's the Road Warriors,
They
man.
really are, man. Really are.
This is something that we haven't seen in a long time, and it's insane and crazy.
Yep.
But I mean, the Titans fans are taking it one step at a time, one blade of grass at a time, one drive at a time.
Yep.
Just one thing at a time. And the team is doing the same thing. But I feel a confidence in the air.
Yes.
In this city.
Yep.
And in these players.
Yep.
I feel in this city where we don't have nothing to lose.
Yep.
And the players are in this attitude where they don't have nothing to lose either.
That's right.
It's a cold attitude.
It is, man. Because when you look at ESPN, Fox Sports, all you keep hearing is Chiefs this and a Chiefs that. Then we hear that about the Ravens this and the Patriots that, right? So, hey, look, I understand we're the 6th seed. So, you know, normally you would think, okay, we shouldn't be this far. I get that. I understand that, right? But when you know your team, right, and not looking at it from a fan's perspective, when you analyze and break down how teams are versus what we have, and based on the fact that we're the only team in the playoffs that has a certain dynamic that other teams don't have, hey, our chances are very, very good. And pretty much throughout the season, man, the things that we've talked about have come to fruition, and that's what we're hoping at this time with the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think Chief fans, again, hey, I understand the confidence. I understand we got Patrick Mahomes, and we got Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and we got the best offense in the league. I get that, right? But we're going to break the team down.
Right.
And be ready.
Remember, it's what they say, the old saying is defense wins championship.
Woo, tell them.
Remember that. Yeah, you got a high-powered
Facts.
offense.
No paper.
But what about that defense, man? I'm just saying, like he said, we know y'all have a dynamic offense, man. Y'all got one of the best offenses in the league. Just like almost to the Ravens. They got one of the best offenses in the league.
Yep.
But remember, first of all, it's any given Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
one. Two, there's a mano-a-mano, man-to-man. And three, what I see in this team now versus when I seen them when we played them earlier in the season was confidence.
Yes, sir. Yes,
There's
sir.
confidence about this team where they are playing more aggressive. They're playing with the ranch on their back, like, hey, we the underdog.
They are, man.
And they embracing the underdog. We've been on the road since week 17.
Yeah,
bro.
man. It's crazy, man.
Week 17.
Yeah.
Since
It ain't been a game here for a minute.
It feels forever. It feels like forever, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's one of those amazing, crazy feats that you look at and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
There's a crazy stat that's going around.
Yeah, it is.
The Titans.
Tell them.
The Titans have 40 scoring drives. 40 scoring drives. They only kicked one field goal, y'all.
It's unbelievable.
In 5 weeks.
Yep.
40 score. That means that they're getting in the red zone and they're scoring points. Either they're scoring points or they're punting.
Yep.
Scoring points or they're
That's
punting.
right. That's right.
Scoring points or they're punting. Scoring points or they're punting. Okay? Yeah, we know we got the beast Derrick Henry. We do. Something that they break down with the Chiefs. Oh, they got all these weapons and now they like you said. Remember, y'all, we have just as many weapons as them.
Yep.
Smart football players. Not knocking anything that the Chiefs do. Patrick Mahomes is very smart.
Yes.
The other team, they cool.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? But something about the Titans, like I said in the earlier show when we played the Ravens, we're a smart football team.
Yep.
Very intelligent football team. We have, like, I'll go down the list. Tannehill. King Henry, excuse me.
Yes, sir. This young man right here, Derrick Henry.
We have the weapons in Humphreys, who actually practiced today.
Yes, sir. That's huge. Who scored the game-winning touchdown, by the way?
That's
against
huge.
the Chiefs. Against the
That
Chiefs.
is huge.
People forget we beat the Chiefs already. But go ahead.
They do. It's fake. It's funny how fake comes back around because all of a sudden his ankle's feeling better.
Right.
Humphreys. You got A.J. Brown. You got Corey Davis. You got Khalif Raymond. You got Tajay Sharp. You got Jonnu Smith. You got Michael Pruitt. You got Furcher. You have the offensive line who's playing like they're back at top-notch level.
Right.
They're all gelling at the same time. They're communicating. So I get the weapons that the Chiefs have, but the national media, which I don't follow, by the way, it's very few that I can pluck out and be like, he knows what he's talking about, or even she knows what she's talking about. it's very few where I can be like, okay, I give them credit.
Yep.
But the rest of the media, I feel like it's just a trend to them. It's
Yep.
like it's a trend thing. Let's hop on the bandwagon. The Ravens are doing good. Yeah. Let's hop on the bandwagon. The Patriots are doing good. Yeah. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're doing good. Yeah. And they have people on there that don't break down film. They have people in there that don't pay attention. They have people in there that's like they're just talking to be talking. That Clark guy from that show talking about the Chiefs are gonna blow the Titans out. And that's what they're gonna do. I'm like, all right, man.
Yeah.
You're
We've been hearing it. We've been hearing it, man.
Yeah.
We've been hearing it. And then when you look at the Chiefs right now, the 4 teams in the playoffs, ESPN has the Chiefs as the likely favorite to win the Super Bowl at 35%, and they have the Titans as the least at 14%. Again, I understand the dynamics of where we fall into that. But this game, if it was like a bowl, I would say this. Okay, Head and Shoulders is a famous shampoo, right? Something I can't use. I ain't got no hair. This is the arms versus legs bowl.
Yep.
Okay, not Head and Shoulders, arms and legs. And we're talking about the arm of Patrick Mahomes and the legs of Derrick Henry. And when you look at offense and defense, man, where in the season statistically, our rush offense, number 3 in the league, one of the best run offenses in the league. Our total defense is in the 20 range. Same goes for them. Their pass offense, top 5 in the league, and their run defense is bottom of the league. And you kind of put them all together, then you have 2 combustible components here. It's just boom, right? So something's got to be different. And for me, what I think the difference is our defense is better than their defense, right? Their offense now, again, they can pass the ball, no question. We know, okay, they have weapons, no question. Patrick Mahomes almost had 500 yards against us when we played. We still won the football game. I'm going to say that a lot in this show, okay? So you got Tyreek Hill, we still won the football game. So you got to look at that, right? But again, we're going to break down how if I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I'm walking around prancing and dancing, hey, you better check your defense. And I mean your run defense. You better check it, bro. I'm telling you. And this is going to be a different game than what we had based on personnel. And we'll talk about that as well when we played y'all in week 6.
Kansas City is like they went in the lab and tried to build a transformer, but they forgot the legs. So the legs is the defense. They built the top part.
Right, exactly.
They got the transfer. I mean, he's able to move his torso.
Right.
But he can't move his legs because he ain't got no legs.
Built like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Exactly.
Right. Top heavy, bottom just terrible. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I know Chiefs fans are gonna say, well, since we lost to y'all, we've been winning. We've been on this winning streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I think the Patriots is the one team that they played that was pretty good. But I mean, Patriots on their decline. You see what I'm saying? And defensively, yeah, you might have changed a little bit, but we're gonna break it down.
And that's what we have heard that a lot. Well, our defense has got much better since the last time that y'all played. Hey, we watch film, man. We've been watching the Chiefs. We watched so many games of the Chiefs. It's not that much of a difference.
Right.
Not really.
Even in the Texans game. See, the Texans, what happened with the Texans? Bill O'Brien, by the way, should be fired. Okay? That's bad coaching, by the way. What happened with the Texans? The Texans, I know they were methodical. They almost played the same as the Chiefs did on offense. They're very quick on offense. But they never ran the ball with Carlos Hyde. They maybe ran him like 5-6 times. Carlos Hyde was eating them up. Duke Johnson was eating them up, killing them. And that's where the issue came in. I said, dude, y'all had it. Y'all had it. Y'all literally had it. Y'all were down 24-0 to the Texans. I'm like, but we'll break it down.
We will. And, one thing that you've talked about, man, is, not pissing the Titans off. Okay? The Baltimore Ravens did that. A lot of trash talking. The Titans didn't even say anything. After the game, they did, right? Right. Patriots did too. And at the end, we had the press conference with Tajay Shaw with the whoop, whoop, big trust, whoop, whoop, King Henry, right? We here. So Tyreek Hill is out here saying, hey, man, there's not a team out here that can stop us on offense, literally. And, hey, I get it. That's what it might seem like. We're going to break it down.
The thing about it, teams learn, keep your mouth shut. You ever heard that saying? The fat lady sings? You ever heard of that saying?
Yep.
Use it.
Yep.
Use it. I know you're getting eager. I know you look at the roster and be like, oh, he garbage.
Right. Yep. Yeah, man. So Jacques, the Tennessee Titans plays the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. All right. At Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, right? We played there 2 years ago in the playoffs, and we won the football game, right? We had a lot of hype at that time as well, though they didn't have Patrick Mahomes. We understand that. But we played them this season as well. A lot of mistakes being made by both teams, right? OKC made a lot of mistakes against us, but we made our share too. We still won the football game.
We did.
With Derrick Henry not even starting, right? I don't think people realize that. So, tell us 3 reasons in this playoff game as to how the Tennessee Titans will beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, reason number 1, Derrick Henry, number 22. He's been on a rampage ever since week 17. I mean, the whole season. But really, it started week 17. That's when they said, hey, this is when our playoffs start.
Right.
They knew that. Okay. Derrick Henry is running like a madman. You can stack the box with 8. It don't matter.
Yep, don't matter.
You can bring everybody back. It don't matter. He's running with this purpose and this passion that I haven't seen. Have you seen?
No, I haven't seen it. I mean, 180 yards, that's a record.
He's running like Jim Brown.
Right.
I mean, it's something that is never been seen. So looking at how the Chiefs' defense is set up, they're a very quick defense. They're not a big, bulky defense. So the thing is, last time we played them, like you said, Derrick Henry didn't play a lot, dog.
No, he didn't.
He didn't play a lot. Okay? So that's one thing I'm like, okay, we featured Derrick Henry more in these last 3 weeks.
Yep.
I'm afraid for the Chiefs because it's almost to the point where if we say hypothetically speaking, if we got up to a 24-0 lead on the Chiefs, it's not gonna be how it was with the Texans. It's one of those things. Pat Mahomes might score, but then the Titans are scary enough to go down and score again, and it keeps going. And it keeps going and killing the clock. And the clock is just running because of Derrick Henry. He's chewing up yards. I mean, when we're in second, we used to be back in the day 4 years ago, 2nd and 15, 2nd and 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. We 2nd and 2, 2nd and 5.
Yep.
3rd and 1. And I have so much confidence that we can pick up these conversions versus back in the day that it's ridiculous.
That's right.
So until somebody can say they can really stop Henry, and Henry, his bad day is 150 yards.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The Chiefs could barely stop Carlos Hyde and Duke Johnson. Okay? They can barely stop them.
Yeah.
I was looking at them and I was looking at the game. When I was looking at the game, I was like, oh my God. I said, that would have been a touchdown with Derrick.
Yeah, man.
That's almost scary to the point where if you keep handling the ball, the Joker can have 30 carries, 250 yards by the first half. Right. It's scary, man.
It is.
That's some scary notes. That's scary.
Yeah.
Point number 2, defense. Has to play smart. Okay? And create turnovers. I'll get there in a minute. First point, playing smart. And what I mean by playing smart is, and I told you this in the last show, we have smart football players, okay? How we played Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson still had 500 yards by himself. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But we still won the game. We only held him to what? 12 points?
Yep.
Only held him to 12 points.
Yep.
Only held him to 12 points. What that tells me, you're playing smart football. You're playing chess, not checkers. You're saying, hey, we're going to let you get your 7, 8 yards here. But when we get to the end zone, you're not beating us. 4th and 1 stops here. Being in your assignments. Because you know, Mahomes, he gets it out. It's almost a 2-second trigger. Yep. He used to be a baseball player. So he's... You see what I'm saying? So playing smart, being in your assignments, playing zone. Something that I noticed is when any defense plays man, they don't see it.
Yep.
They're playing man coverage. We catch the ball, make one person miss his touchdown. Let's do something special. They're already counting us out. One play at a time, do something special.
Patrick Mahomes sees it.
He sees it.
He told that about the Texans.
He sees it.
Yep.
That's why the Texans made their mistake was they were playing man.
Yep.
You play him zone because he's going to pick apart that zone. But if you have the personnel to kind of disrupt that zone, but not, you're fine. You see what I'm saying? And the defensive line has to play smart. Second, create turnovers. This is part of the same question. But create turnovers. How we won that game against Jackson and how it sparked it was we got turnovers. DBs were playing smart, but that's smart football. Byron, when he got that interception last week, he was just sitting there. Boom, gift, right?
Yep.
Gift. The Chiefs receivers drop a lot of balls.
They do. Man, guys.
Let a lot of balls slip through their hands, right?
They do.
You get the opportunity to create turnovers. The first time we played them, I was at the game. Logan Ryan almost had a turnover. He dropped the ball. Didn't happen once, it happened twice. So that's a drive killer. Mahomes don't throw interceptions. Like I said, he's top notch.
Yeah.
He don't throw interceptions. He don't make a lot of mistakes.
Nope.
You have to almost get in his head. Once you get him flustered a little bit, he's a poised quarterback. Like I said, anybody can be beat. Remember that Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Steve Young. You know what I'm saying? Terry Bradshaw.
Great points.
We keep going back and back and back.
That's right.
You're not invincible, okay?
Yep.
You're not invincible. So, Chiefs fans, I know you have this God. He's a God to y'all. There's flaws. It's always flaws. Ain't nobody perfect out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give him credit where credit's due. The Joker's cold. He's crazy cold. But I noticed if you get pressure on him, get him out of pocket. If you got a good defense, like you said, we have a better defense. He's not scoring 51 on us.
Right.
Not to take anything from the Texas defense, but that secondary was ranked number what, 26, 20?
Yeah, I think 27th in the league.
27th in the league.
That means something.
You about to light them up.
Yep, exactly.
You about to light them up. You better have a field day.
Yeah.
The Titans have personnel-wise have gotten better.
They have. They have.
They've gotten better. I've seen a lot of pass breakups when they were playing Lamar. You see what I'm saying? So, point number 3, special teams.
Yep.
All right? Brett Kern, the best punter in the league.
No question.
You don't let them kill you with field position because when the Texans played them, the field position, they always had good field position.
They did.
Brett Kern was punting that thing when we played the Ravens.
Yep.
Lamar had to start on his own too. You got to make them drive down the field. That's drive killers. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Also, they have a weak special teams.
Man, their special teams.
Woo!
Trash.
You got opportunities to block field goals. You got opportunities to block punts. Tyreek Hill's out there fumbling the ball. Get in their head. Special teams will win us the game.
Yeah.
They won us the game last time. It can win us the game this time.
It can.
Oh,
man, bro. Great breakdown.
bro.
I mean, those are facts. No paper at all, right? So, go ahead.
Let me ask you.
Yes, sir.
So, we always do this.
Yes, sir.
Give me 3 reasons why the Titans can lose.
Yes, sir. So, offensively, we know the Kansas City Chiefs are unbelievable in passing the football, not running the ball. The leading rusher is Damian Williams at 480 yards rushing, right? Him and LaShawn McCoy about split down the middle. I think LaShawn McCoy had maybe 460 yards rushing. Their offense, again, passing the football. Patrick Mahomes does an unbelievable job in throwing curls, throwing out routes. Not really seam routes, and I'll talk a bit about that later as well in the show. I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial, so I'm just saying. But I think offensively, we cannot match offense with offense. And what I mean is, if they're out throwing, we don't need to be throwing, right? We need to control our own tempo with running the football, okay? As I mentioned, Damian Williams, they're not going to run the ball, man. They're not, all right? They'll run maybe 15 plays or whatever. But don't let the Kansas City Chiefs get you out of character. Don't be like, man, they out there throwing. We're going to come out here and throw the football, right? And I'm not saying we can't be successful, but we don't want this to be a fast-paced game. We want to slow it down as much as possible. If they want to go out there and play fast-paced and go up and down the field, look, ladies and gentlemen, the Chiefs are going to score some points. They're going to get some yards. That's a fact, okay? But just like, again, we won the football game last time we played them. Slow it down, because even during the game when we played the Chiefs, in the second half, Derrick Henry was running the football. It was nothing they could do. They could not do nothing. They couldn't stop him at all. He had no runs for losses the entire game. He averaged, I think, like 9 yards a carry. So I think the same thing will happen this time. And I think this will be a relief for Derrick Henry because he's played against the Patriots and the Ravens, who have a tougher run defense. And he still had over 180, 195 yards. It's unbelievable,
It's
right?
scary.
It's scary. And if I'm a Kansas City fan, I would be scared of Derrick Henry. So, run your offense. I'm not saying Tannehill should not pass the ball, but don't go match for match with Mahomes because you would lose in that battle, no question. Tannehill should still throw the ball because there will be opportunities because, again, I think their safeties, Tyrann Mathieu is a good safety. He's okay. He's not as great as some people might think he is. He's okay. And Sorensen, you pump fake. Sorensen is always going for the pump fake. He's always trying to go downfield. Hey, throw it deep. Khalif Raymond, get open. Don't match offense with offense, though. Run the ball. Stay within your character. Second, the momentum. We're the moment. Everything. We got it going right now. But don't go into Kansas City and lose that momentum because you're playing the Chiefs. You're playing Patrick Mahomes. You're playing the great offense of Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, right? Don't allow that to knock down your momentum as to what we're doing now. We've beaten the Patriots. We've beaten the Ravens, right? Two of the toughest teams in the AFC. So continue to have that dog in you playing on the road in Kansas City. We did that 2 years ago when we won the football game. We did it this year when we played them here in Nashville. We won the game. Keep that same momentum. Don't get lost in being on the sideline like, man, dude, that's Patrick Mahomes, bro. That's the MVP from last season. Wow. Look what he's doing. He's out there throwing the football everywhere, throwing no-look passes and making highlight reels. That's Tyreek Hill. He's the fastest player in the history of the league out here, right? Don't allow that to put you out of character. Next as well, man, when I look at it too, man, look, we got to tackle well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, they're gonna get yards.
Mm-hmm.
They run curl routes to death.
Mm-hmm.
They run drag routes to death. They throw in the middle all the time. So, in saying that, Mahomes is going to get completions. Look, in 14 games, he had 26 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He don't throw picks, okay? He just doesn't. So, in saying that, going over 4,000 yards passing, when they can catch the ball, you got to tackle. He really depends on his receivers to catch a 10-yard curl and go 80 yards for a touchdown. Make the tackle on the spot like you did against Baltimore. If we run that same defense that we did against the Baltimore Ravens, listen to what I'm saying. We run the same defense as we did with the Ravens. Maybe play a little bit deeper to respect the speed of McCole Hardman and Tyreek Hill, and even some of the deep routes from Sammy Watkins. We will win this football game. But we will lose if we do not tackle well. Now, I don't really have an issue with that because we do tackle very well. They don't. They're terrible in tackling. We tackle well. So those are my pointers, man. So John, question for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the Kansas City Chiefs, they got all these players, all these all on offense, not on defense. But if you look at the Chiefs overall, man, in this game, to you, who scares you?
Okay. So the cliche thing to say is Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, all those cats, right?
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
McCole Hardman. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. He's a momentum starter. Not a killer, a starter. All right? If you go back and look at the Texans and Chiefs game last week, he was the reason, he was the spark that they needed, basically. He went that kickoff return, and he was gone. He did it against the Chargers. They needed a spark. Harmon's gone. If you let Harmon, that's what I said about special teams. If you let Harmon get a run, he's gonna spark him. He's gonna get them that momentum that they need, especially if we got a lead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he scares me in that faction that he's a game breaker. Yeah, why he's on offense, but special teams, he's a huge game breaker. And we seen that when we played the Saints in their return, man. He was fast, boy. So Harmon's just as fast. So he scares me. What about you?
Well, I know I just talked kind of bad about their defense because they don't scare me at all. But if there is one player that scares me a bit, it's on defense. Mm-hmm. Yes, I can say Travis Kelce. Oh, he's scared, because to me, he's the best tight end in the league. I know you got Kettle from the 49ers.
No, Kelce
is Kelce. He's been doing it longer too, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Frank Clark, right? The defensive end, right? Hey, when you watch tape, he has a motor. He does not stop. And Jones in the middle, their defensive linemen aren't big like the Patriots nor the Ravens. They have more of speed on their defensive linemen. And at times, the Titans struggle more with speedy defensive tackles and ends than big guys, right? They really do. But I think, again, we're gelling, and I think we'll do well. But we have to keep our eye on Frank Clark. If there's a guy that can make sacks, it's him. Look what he did against Houston, right? He even had some sacks against us when we played them in the regular season. Frank Clark is a good ball player. We need to put Taylor Lewan, you need to play the best game you've ever played. Same for Jack Conklin if he's on your side. Even if we have a fullback that can just chip him or a tight end, we need to pay special attention to Frank Clark because once he starts warming up, he starts feeling confident, he starts making sacks, and the times that Tannehill throws the ball and he sacks him, it's going to be a problem because then we're second and long, third and long, and that takes Derrick Henry out of the game. And next thing you know, we're going match for match with the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Mm-hmm. Frank Clark, he works. He really does. He does, man.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
So we know we always had this segment of the show.
Yes.
Who needs to have a big game?
Man.
Player, coach,
yeah,
I don't care. Who needs to have a big game, in your opinion?
Because of the fact that, again, we could say, Derrick Henry, Tannehill.
The cliche.
That is. But in this regard, I'm going to say Adoree Jackson and Tremaine Brock.
I like it.
Adoree, Tyreek Hill lit you up last time he played him. Matter of fact,
Tyreek Hill had him on skates.
He did. And Tyreek Hill had a career day against us. Career high, even still to this day, right? Tyreek Hill was wide open the whole game. And I've always mentioned that Adoree Jackson has had issues with smaller, faster receivers. And Tyreek Hill fits the bill. Exactly. Fits the bill 100%. Now, Adoree Jackson over the last few weeks, since coming back from injury, even before that, I think that game taught him something.
Mm-hmm.
Adoree has been playing with unbelievable confidence man, hey, man, you just cover whoever out there, right? But it's going to take a huge game by both of these corners. And let me tell you what Kevin Byard said. Kevin Byard said of any game he's ever played in the NFL, the most tired he's ever felt was against the Chiefs. Because Kansas City has a lot of energy, a lot of offense, a lot of balls being thrown.
Like little jackrabbits out there.
Exactly. Yeah. So Adoree Jackson and Tremaine Brock, if they step up and make big plays, even if Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce gets 8 catches and 100 yards, if they're not scoring touchdowns, we keeping them, keeping the clock eating, man, and they're doing their job tackling and covering up space, hey, man, we're going to win this football game. But Tremaine Brock, who we picked up off the waiver wire several weeks ago, has been playing unbelievable. He had the highest grade versus the Patriots more than any Titan playing. People might not even know that. But, man, he has stepped up greatly for Malcolm Butler, as if that's Malcolm Butler's clone. Right. Those two guys have to play a big game. If not, we're not going to win. Mahomes is going to have a field day. What about for you?
The receivers. The receivers have been quiet. They've been quiet these last couple of weeks, man.
Boy.
And I know you understand you got Derrick Henry who's running the rock, so you really don't have to pass as much. But I noticed Tannehill is utilizing his other weapons. He's utilized Khalif. He's utilized Ferguson, Michael Pruitt, Khalif Raymond. That's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But we got two premier receivers in Corey Davis and A.J. Brown that need to wake up. It's like the whole everybody on that team is laser focused, and they're not letting the moment get to them. But those two jokers right there that are letting the moment get to them. Wake up, wake up, wake up! Because, like I said, they expecting Derrick. This is what the scary part about it is. Derrick's gonna get his yards, but imagine if you two wake up, and you two get. Just imagine if AJ has 10 catches and Corey has 10 catches. You're almost a mano with them. Because if you do have to get in a shootout match, we need you two to wake up. That's right. So these two need to have a big game. They need to wake up and smell the coffee and be like, hey, we were doing great in the regular season. What's going on in the playoffs? AJ Brown, I can't give you an excuse because he is a rookie. But Corey Davis has to wake up. It's like, hey, bro, you're the fifth pick. We didn't pick you for 5 for no reason. I vouched for you, man. He'll tell you, I vouched for you. Let's see some of that magic. Let's see some of you catching those balls. Let's see some of you, those inside curl routes. You let Khalif Raymond, Jonnu Smith, Michael Pruitt, Ferguson make y'all look bad. Just imagine if they wake up.
Agreed, man. Woo.
Just imagine how I'm just people.
We'd be unstoppable.
Just imagine. Put your thinking caps on. Put it in the comment section. Chiefs fans, if you're watching, same thing. Y'all have a high-powered offense. But just imagine if you got this man right here, number 22, run for 189, 200 yards, right? Tannehill just happens to say, you know what, I want to throw today. He throws for 350. Corey got 10 catches. A.J. Brown got 7 catches. He got a touchdown. That sounds like Oprah. He got a touchdown. Jonnu got a touchdown.
You get a touchdown. Your mama gets a touchdown. Right.
Just imagine. This is what I'm saying. People wake up. The national media don't see this. We have weapons ourselves. And bruh.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. That is just, it frustrates me because of so many weapons we have.
Yep.
And those two ain't waking up. No. Wake up.
Wake up. Agreed. All right, so Josh, so given the Kansas City Chiefs, they are in the AFC, and we did play them. They are in the AFC West. They're not in the AFC South, right? Mm-hmm. And same with the Kansas City Chiefs. Their fans don't know much about the Titans, just like we don't know much. Well, most fans don't know much about each other's team. When we don't play them, we know about the Chiefs, right? Up to the core, right? So tell us something interesting about this game, about the Kansas City Chiefs, that they might not know about coming into this game.
It's the defense. Your defense is holding you back, Kansas City. The defense is holding you back to the point where it's getting disguised by the offense, okay? The offense is so great. Like, if we go back to look at that Rams game when it was 100 points scored in that Rams game, right? There was no defense played on both sides, right? Remember, like I said, defense wins championships. If the Patriots were to wake up, if they still had Antonio Brown and the way their defense plays, they would be in the Super Bowl right now.
Right.
They would have been unstoppable.
Yep. Even with Gronk.
With Gronk.
Right.
Your defense does not know how to tackle. Nope. The tackling is horrible.
It's terrible.
It is horrible.
It's terrible.
Okay? And when I'm looking at these, I broke down film from the time that y'all lost to us to the time y'all went on y'all win streak. And the teams are able to run on you guys. It's just they never committed to the run.
Yeah.
They never committed to the run. If the Texans would have committed to the run, we will be talking about how we about to go play the stupid Texans. We know this. But your defense, to me, is your weak part of your team. Like I told you earlier in the show, it's like y'all built the Transformer, and the Transformer just got arms and a torso and a head. Where's the legs? Where's the calf muscles? Where the feet? You see what I'm saying? And I get it, you've had some injuries on defense, but even before that, the defense is not strong. Now, I know you got Terrell Suggs. Terrell Suggs is still a good player.
Yep.
But he's not as dynamic as he used to be, right? Y'all let Houston go, and y'all let him walk and go to the Colts, which I didn't like. I believe back in the day when we played them the first time, they had a way better defense.
Yep.
When you had Peters, when you had Houston, when you had Ragland. Yeah, we know your team.
Yeah, we know your team. we know about Hitchens. We know about Damian Wilson.
We know your team. So
linebackers is
like you said, your card. I mean, linebackers.
Yep.
I got Tyron back there, but he's not Eric Berry.
Yeah.
I mean, when y'all had Eric Berry, he was smack. Like the defense is not a smack you in the face defense. They don't tackle. So if I say, hey, y'all need to fix something on your team, is you need to fix your defense, because once you fix your defense, this team is damn near unstoppable. Yeah. Like seriously, it's unstoppable.
Yep. Because
you're gelling. It's scale effect. When you balance the scale, it's scary. That's something the Titans is happening. The scale is balancing. Yep. What about you?
Something that the fans might not know. Kansas City ain't Tennessee fans. All right.
Ding,
so
ding, 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 ding.
I'm gonna have to get on the MVP of last year.
Oh my God,
Patrick Mahomes. I know, like what you gotta say about Patrick Mahomes?
The comment section about to go up.
It is. What you gotta say about Patrick Mahomes? All right. I watched a lot of film, guys.
Hold on, before you get started.
Yes, sir.
Now, people, before he says this, after he says this, you go back and you watch film yourself.
Yep. Watch it yourself.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right. Patrick Mahomes is unbelievable. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. He's a bad dude, okay? He don't throw interceptions. I'll give him that. Very efficient. Mm-hmm. He throws a lot of yards. I know we talk about Drew Brees, even Andrew Luck from, previous years.
A beast.
Aaron Rodgers, even Russell Wilson. You know what these guys have that Patrick Mahomes don't, man? It doesn't really seem like it. These guys throw the ball deep, okay? They will throw it deep. And you would think Patrick Mahomes is that type of quarterback. Like, oh, man, Patrick Mahomes is throwing it 80 yards. And physically, he might throw the ball deeper than any quarterback in life. I think I seen a video of him throwing a 70-yarder right off like on 1 foot. Like, hey, he can do that. But in games, Patrick Mahomes is a dink and dunk quarterback.
He used to throw it deep.
He did last year and years past. He is a dink and dunk, damn near a Tom Brady type of quarterback. Now, I'm not talking bad about Tom. Tom Brady's unbelievable. Patrick Mahomes is too. What I'm saying is, it's smoke and mirrors. Don't get it confused like, oh, Patrick Mahomes is throwing 80-yard bombs and 70-yard bombs. That's not his game. His game, he throws much better than Lamar Jackson, no question. But literally, when you watch the Kansas City's offense, it's a quick offense. Down set up, pew. Down set up, pew. And then if it's a 5-step drop, a lot of times it's Tyreek Hill running curl routes in the middle, Travis Kelce running curl routes. He literally trusts his players. He trusts his skill players. And they are the ones that give him a lot of yards. He will throw a 5-yard curl route to Tyreek Hill. He turns it up the field, touchdown. Now, there isn't a player on the Chiefs that has a lot of touchdowns. I think the most is I think Kelce. It's Tyreek Hill. He has 7 touchdowns. Yeah. But Kelce he does have 1,200 yards receiving at 97 catches for a tight end. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of the yards that they get, man, a lot of times is them catching a hook route, a curl, or an out, and they go field. Now, he's efficient at that. He gets the ball out. It's hard to sack Patrick Mahomes. But fans, I'm telling you, he's not this big home run hitting quarterback like Dante Culpepper back in the day. Somebody could just throw an 80-yard bomb or 60-yard bomb. That's not his game. He literally is a down set up, pew, down set up, pew, pew. Now it's hard to stop. But what's hurt Kansas City in that regard is because it eats up a lot of clock, right? So if you're in the game, you're in the game, and that's what happened with us when we beat the Chiefs. Where they're not scoring 40 or 50 points, right? They give you 25, give you good 25, 30 points. Now, they scored 51 against Houston, but again, that's an anomaly because Houston's defense is so terrible. So we can play like we did against the Baltimore Ravens. Stay home, be safe, keep it simple. When he throws the ball, hey, be there. Make the tackle him. And the clock keeps eating. We get the ball, and we eat up the clock by running the football. We can win this football game. Patrick Mahomes is an unbelievable quarterback, but he is not what people think. He's bombing folks. He literally is a pew, 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 pew. That's all he does, pew, pew, pew. And then, you catch the football, you go 50 yards. That's 50 yards on my numbers, as in Patrick Mahomes. Now I threw it 2 yards, it's 50 yards. Now I got a 50 yards under my stats, right?
It's the media. It's the media. The media is the one that's putting this big hype. I'm not saying the Kansas City Chiefs fans, because I feel like Kansas City Chiefs fans are humble. Like the Kansas City Chiefs fans know, okay, this game's not going to be easy.
Right.
They know that for a fact. They're like, okay, it's not. They know they got weapons, which is cool. But something that the media does is they put you on a pedestal. This last game that they went and looked at was, they beat them 51-30 something. Ooh.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, they did it in this. But they're not statistically breaking down, okay, let's look why they were able to do that. They were able to do that because Houston's defense is not as strong as people try to bring it out to you. You see what I'm saying? People will sit there and they'll say, hey, Kansas City, like you said, are doing this. He reminds me almost of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning used to do the same thing. We've seen Peyton Manning play in the AFC South. We know that. Ding, dong, ding, 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 ding. Right? But it's one of those things where you look at it, and as a fan, you're like, ooh, this is amazing. 51 points. I can't believe it. But as an analyst, when we break it down, you're like, hold on. Let's see why he got those 51 points.
Right.
Let's see how he got those 51 points. Okay, and another thing, Dean Pease. People are not giving credit enough to Dean Pease. Dean Pease is he's an adjuster, right?
Yep.
He's an adjuster. He's going to look at that and he's going to be like, okay, what are we doing? Like you just said, play him like you play the Ravens. And people, like he said, swarm. It's a swarm method. It's almost to the point where, as Tom Brady called us, hyenas. What do hyenas do? Swarm.
That's right.
Like a pack of beasts. Swarm.
Yep.
It's like, okay, Mahomes throws that curl, 5 Titans right there already.
Right. Exactly.
He throws that hitch, 5 Titans right there already.
Yep.
Because that way, Tyreek Hill can't get out. I mean, he probably could, but 5 Titans right there, you better tackle the wrap up.
Yeah.
Roberson, the defense line. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And our D linemen are going to be primed to have a good game. With Jarrell Casey balled out, and so again, Patrick Mahomes is going to run. He ran a lot against Houston. He did. He ran.
He was
a
a
lot.
leading rusher.
He was. It's unbelievable, right?
He was a leading rusher with 53 yards.
Yeah, exactly. And I said 6 interceptions. He actually had 5 interceptions for the year, so I'll correct that. But again, he's unbelievable. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback at all. I'm just saying
he's going to be a future Hall of Famer.
Right, he will be. He probably will win a Super Bowl at some point.
I think, he will.
Yeah, all right. But he's not a bomb thrower. He's more of a strategic, methodical thrower, which works. Not saying it don't work. But, we have the defense to sort of subside that a little bit. And that's what we did against the Patriots and the Ravens.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man.
And even if say if they do beat us, right? Say if the 49ers get to them, that's a whole different ball game. Because defensively, also, you have Richard Sherman, who's a very smart player, and he's very quick.
Yep.
That's another story. But our whole thing is to win the game.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So on this particular part of the show, man, hey, we got with one of our buddies, man, who is a major Kansas City Chiefs fan. Mm-hmm. His name is Ryan George. He wanted to be a part of the show, so we allowed that to be, and he has a great perspective. Right. Huge fan. So on this particular part, man, we're going to let him have his part as to how he thinks the Kansas City Chiefs will beat our Tennessee Titans.
Say your piece.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Ryan George here in Chiefs Kingdom, coming to you from Kansas City. Lifelong Chiefs fan, just chiming in, giving you my 2 cents on why I think the Chiefs will win, and appreciate the opportunity. You guys have had a great year, kind of unexpected year. You guys won a must-win game against us to get you back to 500, and then played some tough games to get you in the playoffs, and then ever since you got in the playoffs, it's just been, hey, let's go. Buckle your chin strap, boys, because we're sending the big boy down the middle. It's been incredible to watch, and it's not like you guys got lucky or some fluke wins. You guys have come in and soundly whoops these guys' butts. The Patriots and the Ravens. You guys, that was an old-fashioned take them out and just give them a whooping last week in Baltimore, which I loved seeing. Hasn't been a more obnoxious team all year, so I love that. I think that the biggest things the Chiefs are going to need to do to win. I'm not going to say that we will win, but the biggest things we need to do, our defense has to be sound. Our defense can't give up the 80-yard run, the 60-yard run, the long run plays, things like that. You got to try to contain him. You can't stop Henry. It's just not going to happen. You can't allow a big play from Tannehill. I think Tannehill, he can make every throw. He can do the things he needs to do. I think the Chiefs need to force him to have to do that. They need to create third and long situations. And I think the Chiefs defense can do that. They've seemed to woke up since we played you guys in that last game. Something happened. It was an attitude adjustment after that. I think we actually adopted some of that attitude from you guys, from the way the swagger that your team was carrying out there, that kind of, not in our house, not on our watch type of thing. And, Tyrann Mathieu kind of adopted this championship swagger mentality, and they've been carrying that these last few weeks, and it's been fun to watch. Number two is we just got too many weapons. I don't think anybody will argue that. I mean, Kelsey, Hill, Cole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, Damian Williams, and there's more, but there's just so much, how do you keep up? And I know you guys are going to say we're going to give it to Derrick Henry. And that's what I would do too. I know that's what you guys are going to do. And give it to Derrick Henry, let him run down the field and switch it up, play action, whatever, and then let that clock run and keep us off the field. And I think that's the answer to the too many weapons and the track meet style of ball the Chiefs play. We're not going to run the ball. It's going to be just throw. But I think we have too many weapons, and I think we'll be able to put up, 35 points. Biggest X factor of the game, and I think any game he's involved in, is Mahomes. Pat Mahomes he's ridiculous, and I think everybody can agree, no matter who you're rooting for, is that he's any given Sunday he's the best player on the field. Period. I don't think there's much debate for it anymore. It seems like as soon as you think you've seen it all, the kid does something that we haven't seen, and it's just unbelievable. And the biggest thing I think is his leadership. For a 23-year-old kid to be leading the way he does and setting the example, and just obviously the things he does on the field are ridiculous. And last but not least, the cherry on top is Arrowhead Stadium. You guys have won here before, and you've won in the playoffs here before. But that place is going to be loud. And Vrabel will have those guys prepared. He played here. He was on the defense here. So, he knows what to expect. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cold. I think they're expecting 22 degrees. I don't think that'll matter too much. I think you guys are built for cold weather, even though you're not necessarily a cold weather team. You're kind of, old school. Just buckle up the chin strap and let's go. So I don't expect the cold to really have that much effect other than on my feet, on my toes while I'm standing there. But I think the crowd's going to be loud, and it'll be a huge X factor. Obviously, you guys aren't scared to play on the road and win on the road, and probably have adopted that road warrior mentality. So either way, it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it, and hoping to see some of you Titans fans out there, and go Chiefs, and hope we bring a Super Bowl back to the kingdom. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, well, yes.
That's a good breakdown.
Good breakdown, Ryan. Good breakdown. Not to say we agree with everything, about how you guys can win or whatever like that, but you do have a great breakdown upon exactly. Very similar, even some things that we've said too, man. Right. So awesome job, Ryan. Look, man, we appreciate the video as well, man. From a fan's perspective, we maybe plan to do that on other shows as well too, man. Right.
So it's a future shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. They say, man, it feels good to be playing right now where you got other teams sitting down there watching TV and watching us play.
Yep.
It's awesome. But
Yep.
go in there, stay focused, people. Stay
That's right.
focused. Don't let the moment get to you. Play aggressive. Play
Yep.
smart.
Yep.
And they said that's something I noticed too that they do is they're playing more aggressive.
That's right.
Then from that first game that we looked at, when we looked at them, they played timid. You brought this up earlier. They played scared.
Yep.
They looked starstruck. This point, man, it's almost like a video game, man. You trying to fight to get to the boss, and you that one level away from the boss, and you done seen everything. It's literally like you battle tested. Like you literally seen Tom Brady, you've seen Lamar Jackson, you've seen the number one defense, you've seen the number one offense. I mean, you just seen so much, and it's like at this point, it's like, okay, what else you gonna throw at us? I mean, what? It's almost to that thing. What's the worst that can happen?
Yep. Agreed, man. Agreed. So folks, that is the show, y'all. Again, thank you for tuning in on the show. Thank you for the subscribers, our newer subscribers, man. Hey, this is what we do, man. We're having a ball. We're just so shocked and just happy that the Titans are in the playoffs, man, and this far in the playoffs as a 6th seed. The city's on fire, the state is on fire, the fans are on fire. Shout out to the Titan fans, man. Very classy fans as well, man. Hey, we're doing a great job, man. In the NFL with the Titans, man, they're really representing the city well. And tighten up, man. Tighten up.
Right.
Tighten up.
And remember, like, share, subscribe, share the video, share it to your mama, your daddy, your uncle, any Chiefs fans. If you want to subscribe to the channel,
Absolutely.
Hey, you're more than welcome to. We welcome it. We'll break down your team. It don't matter. Yep. Also on Instagram. Let's get those followers up on Instagram, people. We got almost 800 subscribers here on the channel. Let's get them up on Instagram because we're able to go live on Instagram.
That's right.
When we go live on Instagram, you want to be there to see us go live. It might be a random day where we say, hey, we're chopping it up on Instagram. Everybody come check us out. So get the followers up on there.
If you want to contact us as well, you can contact us at TennesseeTitansWeekly@gmail.com, on Twitter at TitansWeekly247, and on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, folks.
Yes, sir.
So to you and yours, tighten up.
Tighten up.
Chiefs Kingdom, we coming. Hey, we getting ready. Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium. Hey, Cold Blues coming to your city.
We here like a storm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be ready. Derrick Henry will be ready.
He ready?
He ready.
Hey, it's a quiet storm. We ain't talking too much.
Nope, not at all.
Keeping our mouth shut.
Absolutely.
So we gonna do what we do.
That's right. Absolutely. That's what we've been doing. Tighten up, man.
Tighten up.
To you and yours, folks. Let's get it done, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Boom.